start this crazy thing up. And sometime it will go, there it is. Start this dude.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
Now, funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure, monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
Let's see if he hears anything wrong with this.
Wrong with it?
Does it sound different? It's one of those all acapella things, which is actually kind of cool. You get the dude doing the beatbox.
Oh, I see.
And guy going. Now, I'm not as good as them, obviously. See, he even did the cymbal.
I don't know. I'm thinking you should try to do your own version of that.
Oh, yeah, I could.
I mean, you already do the
That's right.
You got that down pat.
Really? Now, here's the thing. Is this illegal to play? Probably.
I don't know.
Because it all depends on who feels like suing me today.
Well, first of all, there's the copyright on the song itself. So you're
busted.
a violation of that.
Busted.
And then if this guy copyrighted the recording.
Yes, double busted.
Which technically, copyright exists whether or not you register it. The only reason you register a copyright is to prove it. So
I see.
It's
in the world of YouTube, though, it's like whatever goes. They are Lord God, Savior, Jesus Christ of the internet world, according to themselves.
Right, but what have they ever done to us with all the violations we've done?
Well, that's true.
I mean,
So
they
what
make
the hell?
you write an email.
There we go. Pretty cool, though.
Have either of us collectively? NHB has gotten 0 strikes.
I think so.
Collectively, NHB has violated copyright law. Roughly 98,276 times.
I think what's happened, and I will have to give them, by the way, a Dune and Bob Show, Sunday, June 15th, 2014. I have to give them props that they didn't turn out to be quite the asshats we were afraid they were going to be. And by asshats, I mean that in the most, nicest
but they reserve the right to be asshats.
They reserve the rights to be asshats.
Should someone be an asshat to them and they need to pass that along?
Not us, because we support those that are YouTube. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
I think what it is, what I like about them is it's almost like the buddy system. It's like if you do, it's almost, you know what? They're like the Catholic priests of the internet waves, because if you confess confess your sins, they don't touch little boys.
Oh, darn.
I wasn't not that you were going there.
Of course I was going there.
Why'd I have to go creepy this early into the show? Anyway, if you confess your sins of, yes, I played somebody else's music, they go, okay, we're going to put a commercial on yours. That's what they do. You go say 12 Hail Marys, and we're going to put a commercial on your video. That works out pretty good.
That's a lot of Hail Marys we owe
That's
them.
a lot of Hail Marys, but, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I wonder if the Hail Mary is copyrighted.
Probably now.
Probably.
Probably. I'm going to get that and have to click on yes. I said the word Hail Mary.
There's going to be a little banner ad for the Vatican going
That's right,
across the bottom of the show. When
That's
you
exactly
replay
what it's
it
going to
right
be.
now.
You're going to click on it. It's going to go. Oh. I don't know why that's my universal.
The Vatican.
Vatican.
We've got tasty wafers.
That's right. That's right. There we go. Tasty wafers and drinks and beverages.
And wine.
That's right, wine. It's really wine. It's really grape juice, but don't tell anybody. Just in case. I bet every once in a while they sneak some good stuff in there.
Yeah,
I'm guessing somewhere along the time there was the grape juice was removed from one bottle and replaced with the real deal. I'm thinking.
Well, as far as I
Could
knew,
be.
it was wine.
Well, I don't know. I think the stuff they actually give to people usually is the grape juice.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, most churches don't do that.
They don't do that anymore. No, they don't.
No, they
Actually, the one I went to never did that. It was communion with the wafer only.
Right. The only people that got to drink the wine were the people that were standing around the altar.
Yeah, the special people are doing
because they received the communion from the priest.
Or if you were getting married.
Dish. Right.
You got to drink out of the cup if you were
now
getting
some
married.
of the old school churches still have it, although
passing the stuff. Yes, you're right. They do.
Although you do tend to notice that usually people go get the wafer and bypass the cup.
Yes.
Because not everyone is into sharing a cup with 500 people.
That's true. Because who would want to share something with anybody else? I don't know. I don't know who'd want to do something
all the more
like that.
reason you want that to be alcoholic grape juice in
That's
that
true.
cup to help disinfect the rim.
That's true, because you always have that one person who goes, when they're drinking it. You just,
and when they got a nice rag there to just kind of wipe the edge.
Yeah, it maybe it has alcohol. Well, if it's alcohol, it technically has alcohol on the rag.
Yeah.
There you go. Man, they're smarter than we think.
I
don't know. Who knows these things?
I didn't get to drink from the cup.
I mean, my big thing growing up Catholic, and I guess you did too. The only big change that really happened for communion in my lifetime was it went from sticking your tongue out at the priest to you had the option to do the hold the hands out thing and say, "Give me." And that was
because it used to be that they took emphasis away from
it used to. I think the hand
elements.
thing. I think the hand thing was before our time. That was a practice.
I was taught to do the hand thing.
Okay, yeah, we weren't.
We
weren't.
The open up and say was old school because the bread had the magical properties that it would be disrespectful to touch it.
I think. Well, I think also there was also people that were taking it and like giving it to animals for whatever reason.
Oh no! I think
it would be magical.
As I understand it,
I don't
my
know.
Catholic school upbringing, Vatican II tried to take away from some of the because they realized there was too much emphasis put on the actual bread and the wine and its
I don't even know what Vatican II means. Is that like beta version 2?
They had a conference to decide what they should do to modernize the church, and they decided they turned the altar around. They stopped speaking Latin, so you can
sounds something like this. What should we do?
Basically, they
something
decided.
Like
what's more important? Is it more important to speak it in the same language that we've always been speaking it, or is it more important for the people to understand? Is it more important to be facing away?
That's true because you paid more attention than me.
Well, I went to Catholic school.
Well, I didn't. I went to what they called catechism, which was the weekly
Sunday
the weekly person that didn't go to.
Yeah,
it was the person who didn't go to Catholic school had to go to kind of thing. That's what.
Right. Yeah, it was a once a week thing, which I did that up until 5th grade, and then 6th grade I was put in Catholic school, and I didn't have to attend.
I was just the opposite.
Anymore.
My brother and sister, my brother and sister both went to Catholic school. My brother was pulled out of Catholic school, and then I never had to go.
Was that the left-handed thing?
Yes, that was the left-handed thing. So I never had to go for that. But I did have to do the weekly refresher course thing. Too.
Right, the CCD.
Whatever, which I did all the way through.
Stuff.
Who knows when?
Catechism.
Yeah, catechism. But that was. But I didn't learn that much though. I learned, but not obviously as deep as when you went. So. That's why I have you here to tell me these things, because I didn't know Vatican II.
To tell you all these things that you believe in and have resulted in you becoming
I was even
a
choosing
fine,
back-
upstanding Orthodox Jewish guy.
I was even choosing back then. That's what it was. I think Catholics are a choice, and I like this. I don't like that, and that's kind of the way it works.
Right.
It makes me happy. I'm a good. I'm not mean. I don't go out and kick dogs.
And that's why when you
know,
take the
anything.
test, it tells you you're an Orthodox.
Which
you're
we
Orthodox Jewish.
Haven't quite figured that one out yet, but
No, not Orthodox Jewish. I mean modern Jew, like Reformed
Reformed.
Jewish.
That would be the cafeteria
Orthodox.
part.
No,
of it.
that was Reformed.
Yeah.
Like, no, well, that was because you answered the questions about believing in there being a human form of.
That's what it was. Yes.
Right, and when you said
they always got
those.
They always got those tricky questions there.
Right. Yeah, basically, that suggested that you didn't believe that Jesus was God.
It's almost like other. It's like other people. It's like other people we know that use those trick questions to try to get you to say things you don't want to talk about.
Right.
That are dead. That.
And no one gave you a hard time about any of your answers.
No, they didn't. No, and nobody stalked me.
No, we just picked on you for being Jewish.
Yeah, that's it. And I, what do they say? Shit happens sometimes. Yeah.
Who'd have thunk? You were born Jewish.
Who'd have thunk
How
that?
about that?
Yeah, damn, this is expensive stuff.
You ever mention that to your parents? Like, oh, by the way, I took an online test. Turns out I'm Jewish.
Yeah. All this time, I was supposed to be, wearing the little funny hat.
You should have been sending me to the temple.
Yeah. To all that fun stuff, doing these things. NHB, you're on the air. What's up? Oh my goodness!
Hey guys!
Holy smokes! There's big things on the screen.
Big things.
Yes.
So that would be Trish.
Trish has figured out how to use the
camera. She hasn't figured out how to point it up towards the face, though.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You know what? I tell you what. Since I have I think I have the ability to do this now. Let me see if I can make this look.
You're going to try to zoom in closer on the big things?
I'm going to see if I can
share the big things with the rest of us.
Share the big thing. What the frick is this?
What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I went tanning today. Was out on the back porch for like 2 hours.
Cool.
Dude's
trying to figure out how to use his computer.
Yeah, I don't know how to use my computer.
Dude's gonna break the fucking internet.
There it goes.
There it goes.
I would never do that, as far as you know. Now I have to make her full screen, and then I have to go into.
Then they're gonna be really big things.
Then they're gonna be huge now. And then I go to screen share and there.
Oh,
hey, careful!
She whipping something out there, Dune.
And then there. Okay, no, thank you. Wow, there you go.
There we go.
Johnny, can you see that there? Is that
is that
coming through in all its glory?
I saw you moving the mouse pointer just in case I didn't know
this
where
would
to
be
look.
a great time for my wife to walk in the room. I just want to let you know that of all the times that she could walk in and just ask a question, this would be the time.
This would be the time.
This would be the time. I'd have to try to explain, why are the boobies on the screen? I don't know.
The boobies called in.
Yeah. You can put your down. Thank you. There
we go.
There we go. This is what happens. I'm glad to know this works now.
This is what happens when you call Dune.
This is what happens when you call Dune. You get to be seen by millions. Well, not really. But so anyway, what's going on with you today?
Not much. It's Sunday, so we're just hanging out.
It's hang out and tan. Yeah, she was nice. She said, by the way, I was wearing your shirt today. That sounds creepy. But I've sent her lots of shirts over the years for winning stuff and
yes, the NHB box.
The NHB box of crap or what? Not literally. You know what we're talking about.
Now, Dune, I do want to let you know that the race is on, and you still have a chance at beating Woot at getting shirts to me.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's right. You know what? I have this week off. I will make that happen.
I don't know what it is, but no one wants to send me their shirts in a timely manner. Now, mind you, your shirts are free. Woot shirts I paid for. So
that's true.
So I'm not going to send angry tweets to you. Woot, on the other hand, has felt.
Yeah, I was going to say, Woot was your friend for years. And now, for whatever reason, I've noticed that Woot is no longer your friend.
Well, I ordered a month ago Well, they were selling the last Woot off. They had the random T-shirt 2-pack for a reasonable price, and I figure, okay, 2 random Woot shirts, that'll be great. So I ordered 2 of them, so that's a total of 4. 2 for me, 2 for the missus, and I figure, oh boy, 4 random Woot T-shirts. What will they be? And about 3 weeks later, they actually sent them out in the mail, and then I realized, gee, a week has gone by, they still haven't come. And I checked the tracking information. Apparently, at some point earlier in the week, they got damaged in shipping. So I don't know how the FedEx.
Wow, now that's interesting. So were these like glass shirts or something? I think.
I don't know. Well, it was sent by
Hey Trish,
FedEx.
thanks for calling in. It's good to hear from you. We'll maybe talk to you
call back
later.
if you had more you wanted to share. I didn't mean to brush you off. I hope that's not why you hung up.
No, I don't think so.
Because like, oh well, they're talking about shirts. Screw that.
She'll call back when we're off the shirt thing.
Well, I mean the shirts. Where do you put the things?
But I'm just
saying
that's true. Dan,
shirts?
now I wonder, did you get a canned response? Is it one of those things that possibly might have happened?
Well,
that's just the response they
well,
give for.
Well, here's the thing is they didn't even tell me that they were damaged. They didn't even follow up on it. I went and checked the tracking information, which they send the slowest way possible, FedEx Smart Post. Apparently,
yes, which is basically mail.
Apparently, FedEx cannot ship things as slow as possibly alone, and neither can the post office.
But with the help of the U.S. government, they can make it happen.
Yes,
That's exactly what it is.
How do you possibly send something
slower?
Make 2 companies have to hold it.
That's right. Yeah, because I think what it is, I bet what it is a fancy way of them saying, FedEx postal pre-sort. That makes more. That's probably what that stands for. Because I've had the same thing. I know anything that's come that way always comes via the post dude.
All I know is when it's sent that way, it is the slowest thing humanly possible.
Yes.
Because these people hold it, and then these people hold it, and then these. Well,
I think that's where the cheapness comes in. Is they get a truckload, they wait, they get it, they go, and same thing.
And Woot took 3 weeks to even give it to these people.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah,
because that's one of the things about Woot. Now I haven't bought a Woot shoot. Good Lord.
A Woot shoot.
A Woot shoot and a Woot shirt.
Wait, Woot selling guns now?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
You got to get the Woot shoot.
Don't tease me, Johnny. Don't tease.
The Woot shoot 3000.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Plant your garden now. Old show reference. You won't get it. But anything I have since their ties with Amazon, there are certain things that I've bought off of Woot that get here crazy fast. I'm talking like within 2 days. I mean, just as fast as it would be if I would have ordered it.
Well, you're closer
Amazon.
to Texas than me, so.
Well, but I'm just saying. I don't think that's the shirt related thing, because that's the whole thing about the Woot shirt. Technically, is the free shipping, so they're going to give you the free shipping price. Where everything else, at least they pop you for $5.
So anyways, I checked the tracking information and find out they were damaged while being shipped. And
could have been ran over.
How do you damage a shirt?
Could have got dropped in a. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is that I then opened up a customer inquiry with Woot.
It almost makes you say, "I'll take them anyway, just to see."
Yeah, because what if those were the good shirts, and the ones they send me to replace them are the shitty ones?
Really?
Then I can complain
the whole
that,
thing.
Hey,
at least you may get them with tire tracks on them, but at least you got them.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'd like to see what it was.
I like that thought.
I remember one time when I was a part of the BMG CD club, and one time
I'm a grown man, Johnny. You don't have to spell around me.
BMG.
Oh wait, that means
group?
something. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were. Never mind.
No. But so I was in the BMG CD group. I placed an order for some CDs, and they didn't arrive. And I sent an email to them going, "Hey, where are my CDs? Oh, we're very sorry about that. We'll send you them again. We'll resend it." And so then the resend order comes in, and then like a month later, the damaged box that the first order was in arrived with a little notice on it. "We're sorry we damaged your package, but here's what's left of it.
Here's your broken crap."
Just a flattened box, open at one end, no CDs. So at least there I knew what happened.
Funny you should mention. I was going to say years and years ago, back when Woot was Woot.
Yeah.
The same thing did happen. I had ordered something from Woot, never received it. Called them, and immediately. Actually, I called them. I just emailed them.
They don't have a number. I've looked.
No, I emailed them. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I mean immediately response back. We're sorry. We'll get one right out to you. They did. Had it in a couple of days. And the same thing as you. About 2 weeks later, the original box showed up. Now, and I did email them back. And they said, just keep it. It was nothing.
Yeah.
It was stupid crap anyway.
Right.
They're going like, please don't send those back. We don't want to deal with. We don't want to have to put those on the shelf again. You were dumb enough to buy them in the first place. You did us a favor.
Yeah.
By taking these things. But
so on Thursday, I sent them an email going, "Hey, where's my thing? I see that it was damaged in shipping. Were you planning on following up on this or telling me about it or doing anything about it? Would love to know. Okay, thanks. Bye."
And of course, I have to give you were hovering over the button that said tweet. You'd already had it typed out, I'm sure.
No, I didn't go to Twitter until after I didn't get a response from them.
I figured you were all set.
I give them 24 hours. So
okay.
Usually Woot responds in the same day or the next day.
They usually do,
yes. No response. No response. So then I went to tweet, and I was like, hey, it would be really nice if I can get my damn shirts, Woot. And Woot kind of tweets me back and goes, well, hey, if you PM me here, let me know what's up. I'll look into it. So I do that. And he's like, oh, I'll look into it. I hear nothing. I tweet, what's going on? Oh, or if you're so-and-so sent me the PM, I got it on my notes here to go over at the afternoon meeting. So after enough time... Afternoon meeting. So I guess in the afternoon, the Twitter guy goes, here's what people are bitching about on the Twitters. Could you do something about it? And so afternoon, I'm like, what about now? And he's like, oh, I haven't heard anything back from customer service, but as soon as I hear something back, it's like they won't respond to the Twitter guy, they won't respond to me, and it wasn't until Saturday that I actually heard something back, because that's where Friday I was like, that's it, I'm fucking pissed. 24 hours, nothing back. I'm just going to keep tweeting more.
You have to wonder if when they walk in their meeting, they say, okay, Joe, what have you had to deal with today? Well, you're not going to believe this. The shirt got damaged, something like that. I don't know.
Damn it! I knew making about a glass was a bad idea.
That's right. It was it just wasn't going to work. We should have stuck with the original.
So, anyways, they've sent replacement shirts, and hopefully those will be arriving.
So technically, theoretically, I'm doing the quote marks. All is well.
Theoretically. All is well when I'm holding shirts in my hand. So all is not well.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
All might be
in a
well.
perfect world.
Well,
next week things could be well.
Now keep in mind they're giving the shirts to the same fuckers that broke them the last time. So.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Only the United Postal Service can break a shirt.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what?
That takes talent.
Here it goes. Writing it down.
I don't know. Maybe you just need to order more sturdy clothing that goes through the mail, like you and your jeans.
Yes, my jeans.
Which
folks, by the way,
before the show, I found out
we have to ask a few people out there.
Dune's buying jeans off of eBay.
I have to finish this. Only the post office.
Only the post office
can break
a gazebo.
Fucker, stop it! A shirt. Cross out the Z. Why? Yeah, they're done. Why I just tried to spell gazebo with a Zebo. I just put Zebo down. Johnny has figured out. Johnny has figured out. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, basically, sort of like on Anchorman. You write it, he says it. I'm just the opposite. You say it, I write it. But yes, we were talking before the show, and I just received an outbid notice for jeans on eBay, and Johnny was like, I think you were waiting for the punchline.
Yeah, I was.
What?
You know they have them at Walmart, right? I mean,
well, that's what he said, and I said, well, here's the thing. I have purchased over the years lots of jeans and very expensive jeans. I mean, jeans that would have normally cost in the $50 to $100 range that you can get for pennies on the dollar. $5,
What's
$10.
The difference between the cheap jeans and the expensive?
See,
jeans?
I don't know that answer. I can't tell you that. Other than they have
different. That someone
names.
Who buys them should know.
You got to think. Back when I was here's the whole thing.
how have you benefited from the expensive jeans?
Okay, here's how. Back in my I said, and I use this term back in my hoeing days. When I was single, I bought lots of jeans, and I had, I was buying Cinch, which is a very name brand, for
and the
country
ladies
dudes.
look for this when they're checking you out.
Stupid. I didn't know. I thought they did.
You know what? We need to.
I was buying
we need to get Mrs. Dune on the mic.
Yeah,
right
we need to get the.
And we need to ask her: Is it the jeans that attracted her?
Yeah.
to you?
Were you sitting there going like, "Hey, check these jeans out"?
He
on
buys
this guy.
some nice jeans.
That's right. He don't got.
I want
those,
a guy with tasting jeans.
He don't got that Walmart crap on his ass. Literally, he's got. He's got. Now the whole thing is that now when you really dig, if you were to dig down into the system and say, well, Walmart jeans, or he bought them off of eBay. I don't know. Is that creepy? Jonny's creeping me out because he started reminding me about the whole commando freeballing thing. I'm thinking I don't want to know about the dangling participle in the pants before I bought them.
That's one got to get written down right there.
Thank God Dune wears underwear.
Yes, because there's boxer guys, there's brief guys, and then there's the neither.
There's
and those guys might be selling their jeans on eBay.
I didn't see it. That's creeping me out times 12. I didn't even think about that.
Now, when the jeans arrive, they go straight in the wash. Right?
Yes, they go straight in the wash. Unlike the sheets where I don't mind the little squares on the bed for the first time.
Okay.
Jeans straight into the wash. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
good. Right answer. Right answer.
But the whole thing is just the money-wise. For expensive jeans are cheaper. And here's the thing too. Walmart does sell jeans cheap, but when you're a taller person, it's really hard. Walmart. You ever notice when you? I don't know if they have some odd sizes. They sell jeans that are made for dudes like hugely around, but they're only like 3 feet tall. That seems to what they have on the shelves, and it's really hard. Like right now, I'm wearing mainly 33s and 34. 33 is a very odd size to find.
Yeah, I usually go by evens. I've found that you can't get an odd size. That's why.
You can.
If I can find a 39,
in your more expensive jeans, you find those in between sizes like that, and that's one of the nice things about.
When you buy cheap clothes like me, you're going to stick to an even size. So you either need to gain a few pounds or lose a few pounds.
I'd rather go the other way. Because, I think at my smallest, when I was, like I said, when I was in my, Proho size, I was wearing 32s. And those were my shit kicking, going out with my boots on jeans that I had to do it took a little bit to get them on, but I did. Because I'm one of those guys. I don't have a large behind. I'm pretty small, so I don't have that to worry about. I don't have to worry about that.
And the entire internet knows this.
Yeah, I don't have the large buttocks going on.
The entire internet is aware.
Yeah,
well aware of
that.
this.
La 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 la. We're not talking about it. But that's the whole thing. So anyway, I don't know. Now I'm creeped out. I did not rebid on the jeans. They're gone. Somebody else got my jeans. There you go.
Well, plus, did they snipe you at the last minute, or did you have an opportunity to?
No, I don't think I even did, because by the time I think the thing went bling and I looked and it was already
So
over,
people are sniping the used
People are sniping the
eBay.
jeans from under me. Yes, that's right. Because that's what happened. I had mentioned to Jonny that when I had gained my weight, I had all these really nice jeans from my Prohoen days. I like to lovingly call that. And I sold all of them and made out very well. Now, I say I made out well. I'm sure I sold them for less than what I paid. There's no doubt about that. But it was a nice windfall of cash because there was a lot of them.
Because he figured, when will I ever need these again?
And every single one, yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's no chance I'll ever be able to fit into these damn things again. That's really what I thought, which is really stupid.
You committed to a life of
I committed to a life of fatassery. Absolutely. I don't have to write that one. I'll remember that one. I was committed to a life of fatassery, and it wasn't until you and I started doing the show together. Actually, if you want to stop and think about it, I don't know why that matters, but just going back in history.
Which is, I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure when that was.
It was when you had to squeeze into a size 40. It's amazing what
I think
multiples
it was
of 10
when I bought that size 40 pants. I was like, It's done. I'm not going to do it, and that was my turning point. Because I mean, really, if you go back, if you go back and look in the history, like when I started weighing myself, I'm thinking it's almost a year ago to the date. Actually, to tell you the truth, I could actually go through here and check. Let me go. Oops, nope, cancel. Zing, 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 zing. It was July. It was July.
Well, I weighed in last night at 220.6 for a grand total of 46 pounds lost. So I've crossed the 45 mark.
That is awesome. I am right now. I don't know if you can actually. You probably can't. I don't know if you can actually, if that will zoom in or not. Let's see if I can get.
You are a white square.
I'm a white square. There, almost there.
217.4.
217.4. That was this morning. So that's where I am hovering in between that and 220.
Oh, you cheat. You weigh yourself in the morning.
Yes, I do weigh myself. Yes, I do. I pee as much as I can, almost to the point where I get a migraine, and then I go weigh myself. That's what I do.
Actually, it's funny. I normally pee before weighing myself, before I go to bed, which, at the end of the day, weigh-in's going to be, if I really wanted to try to get the best number, I would do it in the morning as well. But, no, it was funny. Last night, I weighed in at 221.2, and I realized, oh, wait, I didn't pee yet. And then I weighed in at 220.6. So it's amazing.
It's amazing how much
urine
whiz.
You can
That's
hold.
Right. That's right. You get just the whole. That's one of the things I also thought is maybe I should try to not drink so much pop. Maybe that would do it. Trish is calling back in. What's going on? Are you going to weigh in on the whole secondhand jeans thing?
Walmart sucks for clothes in general. Okay.
Well,
don't even waste your time there.
Well, they do have they do carry Wranglers and stuff like they carry some brand name stuff. Some
they also carry cheap pants, which is all I really need.
Pants, yeah.
I just need something that's going to cover the naughty bits and look presentable.
Yeah, but if you're going to go cheap, at least make it look good. Can't you go to Old Navy?
Well, they're brown. They're pants. What more do you need?
Yeah, see, that's something I haven't done. I haven't tried Old Navy yet. I probably should give that a shot. Now, I think that Trish, you've bought and sold lots of stuff off of eBay before. Did you ever buy and sell clothes or anything like that? Or
I've sold my clothes. I've never bought used clothes.
Yeah,
though.
see, Johnny's kind of got me wondering now because.
Well,
I do wash them.
Keep in mind, though, when you go to the store, people have taken those pants into the fitting rooms with them.
That's
possibly.
true.
Okay, so you go to oldnavy.com. I have to go online anyway because they won't sell plus sizes in the stores. They make us fat girls wait for the UPS guy.
That's sort of the way it was for me. The fun thing is about Walmart is they're not embarrassed at all to say, oh, by the way, if you're fat, we're going to charge you $2 more for this shirt. I like the way they put that on. You ever notice that, Johnny? You don't have to buy shirts.
$2 more for the extra large.
Yes,
size,
if you got to jump up to the 2X, you're getting popped for $2.
You're paying for that extra fabric.
That's right. Damn it! You're paying the fat tax. That's exactly what I used to call it. By the way,
I'm surprised no one's trying to bring a discriminatory lawsuit about that.
That's true. I never thought about that because if you think about it, I mean, the extra small shirt is still the same price as the extra large.
Right.
That is interesting.
That's a good point.
Venison, are you listening? You could be making some money off of this. You just go in and say, I demand. The demand.
That's right.
Yeah, something like that.
Channel 8 News.
But I did. But I don't know. I bought, like I said back in the day, though, I bought probably 20 plus pairs of jeans off the internet and sold them all. But that's why I bought these last few, because what I would do is I get on there and just, it's the minimum bid. I bid it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And I've got, wow, sometimes you get that. And but anyway, that's it works. So you may have to try that someday. I never thought about it.
Online.
There's probably I probably got jeans. Well, the thing is, all the jeans I have I think are too long, as I'm taller than you. I wear 34 in length.
I see.
Well, your shirts make great prizes.
Well, the shirts. Oh yeah, my mega shirts that I had before. I was going to say because that's what I did. I always sent Trish all my big button-up shirts, the 5Xers and the Big Daddy shirts.
Yep. I wore that tan one over my swimsuit, and somebody was like, "I didn't know you have a boyfriend." I'm like, "I don't. This is from the Dune and Bob Show." And they're like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah. Who else sends out dude shirts?
Yeah.
Other than Dune. Here we go. Although I was going to say it can keep you out of trouble. You know, if somebody's thinking to come up, you know, and mess with you at your place. They always think that there's some big 5X looking dude up there. That could work out.
That could handy.
Yeah, that could work out.
It also does help that, like, I'm known up here as the chair tosser. So
That's scary, the chair tosser.
Yeah.
I was going to say, no, you could always go the one step further where they say you get the big water bowl, you know, for and put, you know, killer on it or something like that. And then get it like you go borrow a chewed up shoe from somebody and you leave that on your back porch. I've always heard that. That's a good thing to do. That way they think you have like a big monster dog in there. Or something like that. It doesn't work for me. I got little squeaky toys laying around.
yeah, but your dogs are cute.
Well, they are also vicious ankle biters. So, was that you, Johnny? Or
No, that wasn't me.
no? Okay.
Now, speaking of buying things online,
Mhm.
I have a very important, a very big dilemma here.
Okay.
All right. Now, I need to buy some 10-inch gold paper sleeves for my 78s. So, I need about 200 of them. So,
What's a
do
78?
record.
A record. It's like
Record.
yeah, we're going old school on you now.
You spin them at 78 RPM to play them back
That's
correctly
right.
because they're that old.
What, who makes these things?
If you go to
Why do you
bags
still
and
have records?
because I'm cool.
This is Johnny.
No, you need
Because
to like,
I'm
buy
Johnny.
iTunes.
Oh God, no! You're one of them. I'm kidding. No. We will get into this.
We'll get to that later. We'll
I
get to
will
that later.
never buy an iPod for myself. I can still say that, but moving right along.
Don't be in denial, Johnny.
No.
We'll talk about that later. That's yeah. We'll get to that later.
But before we get to the digital files, let's get through the records.
Let's get to the records. That's right. We got to start from the.
Because I got tons of 78s, many with no sleeves, many with worn sleeves, and so I'd like to get them all in sleeves before packing them up and moving them. So I'm thinking, might as well start buying sleeves now. So
He's talking about the records that actually.
camera?
He's talking about the records that go in those machines that you would actually crank up. Those kind of record players. The old.
Yeah, but like, can't you put something like that in Saran wrap? Or like,
No.
I'd rather not.
No.
It would be nicer and neater and easier to get them out if I just had these nice sleeves that just slide in, slide out, and they store in there nicely, and then I can put them all
where are
in
you
boxes.
gonna put them though? Like those things are like, because like I just googled records, and these things are like freaking huge.
I've got shelves. Anyways, I've got lots
But
and
you
lots
could
of
put
shelves.
clothes on those shelves. But like, you could buy new clothes and put those on the shelf.
He's gonna get sleeves. Just let it.
I have 2 pairs of pants and several T-shirts. That's all I really need.
Yeah, that's all he needs. That's right. And if he needs more, he goes and buys them at
Right.
Walmart.
At Walmart. Every now and then I buy a new shirt or two if
That's right.
one has worn a hole in it. And
So you found these things.
So now the thing is they price them based on quantity. So you could buy 100 sleeves for $27.45, which means if I
Okay.
bought 200, which is about what I need, it would cost me $54.90. Or I could buy 500 for $113.30. Which would give me 300 extra and a better value, but that means that I'd have to spend $113.30 rather than spending $54.90.
Yeah, but you could take that $60 and get like a really nice pair of sneakers.
I might choose it, pay less. But
Well, see, here's the thing that I know what you're thinking. You've already probably went down the road. Maybe I could just sell them. Well, what do you think the market is for these things? Probably not very much.
I'm thinking I might eventually use
Johnny's
all 500.
Sleeve-a-rama.
No, really, what it is if I bought the 500, that would give
That
me
sounds
300.
like a ghetto T-shirt store.
Well, it could be like Spatula Cities. Sleeve a cities, sleeve a cities, sleeve a cities.
No, I wouldn't sell the other 300 because if I try to sell the other 300, I would not come out ahead. You know, if I
because
was
I'm like, you got to pay shipping and handling on
Yeah, it
a
wouldn't
piece
work.
of paper.
right, no, I'm talking about buying the 500 to have 300 spare as I buy more records.
Oh, well, there you go. Then you know what? That gives you a good reason. You're like, I've already got the sleeve.
But But then that means that I got to spend more money now.
Yeah,
So
and also,
do I just buy what I need, or do I buy ahead to save a little?
Well,
bit?
the bad thing is then you have to, once again, if you move.
I would think that you should buy what you need now, and then this way, like, if you need more, you can go and buy from the same eBay seller, and then, like, they'll give you extra stuff, because eBay sellers like repeat customers.
Oh, no, this isn't eBay. This is BagsUnlimited.com. It's an online store that specializes in bags and boxes and stuff like that.
Do they have, like, bags as in purses, or is this just, like, bags, like paper
Ooh, you've
bags?
got her attention now.
No, this is, like, for records and CDs and tapes. You know, they got boxes and bags and sleeves and stuff like that. BagsUnlimited.com.
I'm totally ready to, like, sell a kidney to get a Michael Kors bag.
We're not quite in the same universe right here.
Now, Amazon does carry these.
Amazon carries paper sleeves?
Yes.
How much are they charging?
Let's see here. They are expensive. They are $15 for 25.
All right, that would be a no.
That would be a no. That's expensive.
Yeah,
Can't you just get like a whole bunch of cardboard and like staple your own?
No. Sadly, you can get 50 LP sleeves for $15. It's those 10-inch ones that are so expensive.
They're more expensive because they're smaller. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, they're more expensive because nobody wants them. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, it doesn't say. I didn't say if they're like standard gold brown color, protection for your 78 RPM 10-inch. Yeah, well, the whole thing is they're just not that. It's just you don't need
Bags Unlimited seems to be the best place to get these.
Actually, they do have them 10-inch sleeve 50-pack, $29.
See, 50 of them you can get for $18.50 from BagsUnlimited.com. Bags Unlimited specializes in this type of stuff, so they have the best price. But $500 for $113.30 is a reasonable price. But do I really want to spend over $100 for record sleeves?
Can't you make your own sleeves out of like 2 pieces of construction paper and some staples?
Well, he needs so many of them, though. That's the problem.
No, I'd have to buy the paper and the staples, and they wouldn't be as nice, and they'd fall apart, and it'd probably cost.
Can't you just like Gorilla Glue it?
That's what you want to do. Put glue on your records. No. Well, I guess you do that anyway, don't you?
Don't stick like the record while the Gorilla Glue is still wet. Just like
I know.
wait for it to dry.
Well, the whole thing is he just needs so many. You're better off just getting what you need.
And you want them all to be uniform so that they, all stack together nicely in the box.
It'd be nice if you could even print on them. I wouldn't worry about doing that. But
I don't care.
You can always label them. Or you just want something.
They
for
have
protection.
a cutout so you can see the label.
You're just after protection, basically.
Right.
You need 10-inch condoms, basically.
A 10-inch condom. Well, these have a big hole in the middle. They would not work.
So they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't be safe. They'd be more of a semi-protection device.
And it's like I could buy 500 and then I'm set, but then I'm spending over $100 for sleeves.
Yeah.
There's something psychological that
I think it also opens up a big door of now you're obligated to fill the sleeves.
Oh, that's not a problem.
What?
Sleeves or no sleeves? I'm gonna buy more.
It's funny how I look at this, and you look at these sleeves as
I don't
full.
need another excuse to buy more 78s.
You know what? The very first thing you do, that makes you've turned the corner.
200 was enough, but since I have these 300 empty sleeves,
you have admitted to this, which is the first step, Johnny, which is good.
It doesn't take 300 empty sleeves to get me to buy 300.
For Johnny, denial is not a river in Egypt.
No,
so it's fine.
I know damn well those 378s will be getting purchased. It's just a matter of do I buy the sleeves now or later when I need them.
I got you. Well, Well, I guess you have to look at it this way: that when the day comes, you'll be going, "Damn, I wish I'd have bought those when I had the chance."
All right. I'm spending the.
He's spending the damn money. There you go.
Damn it, $100.
See, Trish, this is how it works. This is how it works. Well, listen, girl, we're going to let you go. Thanks for calling in. You don't get sunburned. Try not to.
I'll try.
And have fun and watch out for the creepazoids or whatever it is walking around. Don't throw anybody out a window.
Okay, I'll try. Well, that's during football season. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
81 more days.
So they're safe until at least gets a little cooler.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's good to hear from you. You take care.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. There you go.
You know what? I should look for a coupon code.
Well, of course. Can you do that? Is that legal?
Well, I just got to the page where I would check out, and there's a little field there.
You know, I've never even thought about that because almost everywhere I shop, there's always a coupon code.
And if you Google for coupon codes, you can find them sometimes, and not always ones you can use or for the store you're looking for.
Well,
but
I was going to say, I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
Oh, let's take
a great
look.
idea.
Let's take a look. Let's see.
The Dune and Bob Show does suggest that people look for coupons because it's legal. Well, I guess. I mean, it's not like you're giving secret coupon codes away.
Let's see. 25% off overstock items. I don't know if that's an overstock item, though.
You just put it in and hit the button and see what happens.
5 items each week. So let's see what we got for Bags Unlimited codes. This is how you shop for things.
You know what? Color me crazy. I had no idea that you could do something like that. That's
well, let's
cool.
see. The weekly deal.
I've looked for coupon codes for pizza before, but that's important stuff like pizza. Come on.
Well, let's see. You get 20% off of
if they charge less for pizza, that means what? You get more pizza. More pizza, more better. Come on.
Let's see. Here's what we can get 20% off of. We can get 20% off of a 11 by 17 top loader box, because where would I ever find one of those?
Yeah.
7-inch vinyl gatefold jackets, DVD replacement cases, stay flat utility mailers, or Vinylmation card projectors.
Vinylmation.
Right.
There we go.
That's not going to help me.
That's not going to do it.
Overstock, 10 to 25% off original prices. Let's take a look at vinyl record. And basically, I can get 20% off of polystyrene material dividers, which
don't think that's going to
their
cut
boxes. All right, so there are no good coupon codes for me right now.
If there had been a code in there to get 20% off the 500 pack of 10-inch sleeves, you would be then required to stop the show immediately and go buy a lottery ticket. Just letting you know. That's where we're...
Oh, let's see. Here we go. Here's an expired code that would give me 10% off my order. No guarantee it still works, though, because it might be expired. But let's try it. All right. So RSD 2014. Oh, that must be... All right. Let's see.
Copy, paste.
This promotion is not currently active. Oh!
Ooh, damn.
I could have saved $11.
Damn.
And 30 cents.
Is there a code? Can you put like Dune and Bob in there? They always have those cool codes when you hear them. The people on the radio use coupon code Dune and Bob. Well, they don't say that, but
promotion code not found.
Damn.
No, they do not like us.
And we're giving them free plugs. Come on, for you people out there that need to buy these things, we're telling you where.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you'd be doing like me. You'd be going straight to Amazon, which is the easiest. That's the easy way out. One-click shopping from Amazon, something like that.
But let me tell you, I mean, usually when you go shopping for 78s, you'll find stacks and stacks of them. Most of them no sleeves. Some that have falling apart, crumbling paper sleeves.
I was going to say, do they make anything? I didn't. They have like a low acid. I didn't know if there's anything special you needed for them.
I don't know. I mean,
those records are pretty badass. I mean, think about it. They've made it for 100 years.
Yeah,
they're not made out of. They're definitely not made out of like
Well, these particular sleeves I'm buying, which are the cheapest ones they offer.
These are the Twinkies of records.
But they're made from 28 craft paper,
which I guess means thick.
I don't know.
I don't know how thick that would be.
I might have to ask someone in that.
Like cardstock or something like that. I know what that would be. I don't know what thickness would be on something like that.
No, it's kind of like a gold type of paper, so it's paper, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not like cardstock, but it's paper. But it's not like the cheap It's not like a brown grocery bag. You know, maybe it is a little bit like that because that paper's kind of.
Well, your average box, the outer piece of paper is made with 23 pound.
Okay. Well, this is 28 pound.
So that's a little.
28-pound craft paper.
It's heavier than it.
It's heavy paper.
It's heavy paper then.
It's amazing.
Don't know how Johnny would know what that means.
I don't know how you know what that means.
I don't know how I know what that means, but Johnny knows what that. Yeah. Strange how things work.
That we seem to not know.
Listen, that one day a week at Catholic Catechism has done wonders for me. I mean, think about it. That's what you get out of things like that.
That's what it is.
While you're sitting there.
Well, because they were teaching you what the wafer is made out of.
Yes, they're going like, it's really thick over here. That made no sense.
That's why it tastes like paper. Because
that's why it tastes like paper, because it's that. They say, by the way, this wafer is 23-pound wafer.
Yes.
That's what we do. That's how you order it. Come on. If you people don't believe me, Google the Catholic thing, and if it's not there, it's because they took it off the air. I don't know.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
But anyways, this means I am now getting a 500 sleeves at a price of 22.66 cents each sleeve.
Wow. Break it down, buddy.
Break it down. Less than a quarter a sleeve.
That's right. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Too bad I have to buy 500 of them, which adds up fast.
It's too bad you have a sleeve. Like you said, if you had an automatic sleeve folder. But that's the whole thing, is you'd never be able to make them yourself with the little hole. It'd be too difficult.
I wonder. Nah. All right. Anyway.
Nah, it'd be too difficult. It would be. It could be done. That'd be an interesting project for some. But no, I can just that poor schmo, and then having to glue them together, and that's crazy. Because
I don't know.
Well,
there might be people with machinery to.
Well, that's true. I was gonna say, or if nothing else, you just you could always make, because I mean most of those things. I think the biggest reason, you mentioned that most of those records don't have the sleeves with them. And I think that's simply because the record players from back in the day, didn't they usually have the little slots where you just rolled the record in there anyway? That seems like how they commonly were stored.
Yeah, a lot of times. Well, here's the other thing, because here's a nice record I have.
In a machine like that.
Here's a nice record I bought that came in a sleeve.
Okay.
Because this one was actually kept in a box behind the counter with the novelty stuff. This is the Drunkard song. Right here.
Oh, I thought it said. Oh, it does say Decca on it.
Yeah, Decca Records.
Okay, Decca Records. There we go.
But here, if I show you, I mean this is a very flimsy paper. Here, I mean it's about as flimsy and thin as you can get paper.
Yeah, that's the cheap of the cheap.
The cheap discount store that gets that paper bag out that it doesn't even stay open.
Yeah,
it's just two pieces of paper glued together.
Double bagging necessary is what that's what that would be. Yes.
Well, I don't think you double bag those, because how you slide one into the other. I mean, it doesn't have a bottom. It just has a seam.
There you go. That's
what they came in. And it's amazing that these sleeves have not held up over how many years they've been around.
That's true.
That's what it is. They've all disintegrated pretty much for the most part.
Well, I think a lot of it too, because I mean, even like I said, my parents have a I don't call it a Victrola, but a wind up record player, and it's the same thing. It has in it down below. It has several compartments that are slotted out. They're just records.
Right.
They're just literally in there.
Right.
And then they're kind of cut out of their little moon shaped things, so you can reach in there and grab them. Right. I don't think any of those have. Yeah, they don't have sleeves or anything. They're just rolled in there, and that's kind of where they are.
Throw them in there. Yeah. So wait, now is there's like a floor model that opens them in the front,
yes.
or does they have a horn?
No, it's a floor model. It opens.
That's the internal horn.
Yeah, it's got the internal horn.
Oh, kind of similar to what I got.
Yeah, basically, if you want it to be louder, you open the doors.
Right.
That's what you do.
Well, they also do make different size needles. That also affects.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No, I just knew you open the doors, and I think it has like a baffle of some sort where you can slide something while the door's open, and it makes it louder.
Fancy.
Something like that. Yeah.
Because you have soft needles and loud needles, which I like to call loud needles and really loud needles.
That's interesting. I never knew that.
Well, they actually made
so
a
basically,
bird
if there's
size.
going to be a party up in this place, you're breaking out the loud needle is what you're talking about.
Apparently, they
And
used
for
to
you
make,
people out there that are like drug addicts, no, we're not talking about anything weird.
it's not
like
that kind of a needle
It's not
party.
that kind of needle. Yeah, it's not that kind of loud.
No. But they did also make extra loud needles, which I can't imagine how loud those things are. But they don't make
Now,
those now.
Okay, here we go. Now, since I missed that day in Catholic school, what would be the difference between the extra loud and loud? Was there actually a tensile strength thing? Or,
Well, no. I mean, basically, the thicker the needle, the louder it is.
How silly of me.
It's the size of the needle, so you got a nice little thin
It's
needle.
all
That's
about
your
the
quiet needle.
So basically, we're going to go there with Victrola's size counts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the size of your needle totally counts.
Totally counts. Okay.
And remember, only use a steel needle once.
That's true, because it's just not.
And that's not for the whole record. That's for one side. When you turn
That's-
that record over, change the needle.
Changing the. And don't buy them secondhand.
That's why you buy them in packs of 100.
There we go. I never would have known these things.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until like next month to order the sleeves because I just remembered yesterday I dropped some dough because my dad's birthday is coming up. And, now Dune has latched on to this unfortunate purchase I had to make.
Yes.
And what did you say for the announcement? Because I read this and I was like, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I think that you had I think did I used the word Macville or something like that. I don't remember what I actually.
I have to find it now.
You have to find it now.
No,
I did notice you are no longer the highest bidder.
Help.
Go home. Says sorry.
Let's see. You wrote for the show announcement. No, that's the live announcement. That's the live. On today's Dune and Bob Show, Dune has a project week. Jonny has taken his first steps into Machood. I'm so proud.
Machood.
So, what did you consider me carrying an iPhone then?
Well, I felt that was more of a, you weren't going to have a phone anyway, but you have one because
you actually using a product is not entering Machood, but buying a gift for someone.
Well, I think what
I'm
it was
never
is
gonna
you didn't actually buy the iPhone.
Oh.
But you did purchase for your father.
Yes, I have
Which is-
purchased. Well, basically, my dad has this thing that this goes back like 10 years now, because when I was downloading music and talking about how great downloading music is and how it's totally never going to land me in jail someday.
It's totally legit. Listen, John, we don't download music. We store it off-site.
Right.
That's for you people out there that think if Johnny's sending me music, it's not so I can enjoy it.
No.
It's just in case wherever he's at, if it bursts into flames, he has an off-site copy.
Now, have you tested any of the recent off-site copies?
Because of our relationship, where it's a two-party system.
Yeah.
You expect me to safely, make sure it's okay,
Make sure it's working.
And I have to check it.
And I want to make sure that my off-site copies are working. Have you had a chance to verify the last?
I have to verify them.
You haven't yet, then.
No, I'm
just curious if you had a chance to check out the. I got tons more stuff to send you, but I don't want to overload you with more.
Well, it's no big deal because you just push the button and off it goes.
Anyways,
the verification process is quite,
But my dad started keeping lists of songs that he was, kind of in the mood for, or hadn't heard in a while, or one. And so every now and then I get a list of songs. And so last time I was in New Jersey, he actually had a 3-page printed out Excel spreadsheet of songs he wants. And I was going over the list, and I found that like half the list consists of stuff I've already downloaded for him in past lists he's given me. So he's not keeping track of all the CDs I've been burning him over the years. And so...
is this one of them?
No, that's not one of them.
That's not it?
No.
That's not one of the ones?
No, I don't see at the hop on here. No, there's
How about this one? This is hip.
How old do you think my dad is?
No.
No.
Oh, damn. I must have. Do I have the wrong genre for your dad?
Oh, there might be a few of those things on there, but that's kind of at the fringe of the as far back as things would go. Like I think I Only Have Eyes for You is on the list somewhere, but that's not the typical stuff that's on there. Yeah, you know, actually, he covers quite a range of stuff. I mean, we've got the Jaggers on here. We got the Buckinghams on here. We got Chris Isaak on here. We got the B-52s. We got the Hooters.
Okay.
We got Coldplay. We've got the Flamingos. We got the Rascals. We got Dr. John. We got the Dave Clark Five.
Here, this is it. Is this it?
I don't think I said the Yardbirds.
Oh.
But
could be. I mean,
that
am
could
I getting
show up on a future list.
Am I getting closer?
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Okay. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to help.
I mean, we got Bad Company, we got Blues Magoos, we got Nat King Cole, we got Timmy Thomas.
This could be it.
Well, we do have Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Okay.
So you're getting closer.
I mean, this is kind of
because this is Stills.
The sound of helicopters in the background would be a little bit more.
You know, I always preferred Neil Young's Buffalo Springfield material to Stephen Stills' Buffalo Springfield material.
Yeah.
But they're both good material though. And then there was the other guy. His stuff's a little too twangy for me. We got some Hendrix on here. We got some, but the point is that he's always giving me these lists, and he's now having me download doubles for him because he's not keeping track. And I've thought, you know what I ought to do? Wouldn't it be nice?
Wait, so your dad's sort of like me. He wants multiple copies.
Right.
There we go. How about this one?
My dad does have a 45 of this, but this has not made one of his lists yet, so he hasn't remembered it yet.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe I need to put together a playlist for your dad.
I don't know. We'll see. But I was thinking, you know what my dad needs, rather than every now and then a bunch of CDRs with random songs on them that get filed away somewhere and pulled out every now and then. And he doesn't know what's on what. I need to just get an iPod, load it up with all this stuff that he wants, and then he can load more stuff onto it. And there you go. And then instead of saving a spreadsheet, my dad could look through the iTunes store and a buck here, a buck there. But my dad, it's not like I'm trying to reduce my workload. I just think that my dad wouldn't mind spending a buck here and a buck there for these songs. I mean, he buys lots of CDs. He makes good money. I mean,
he can do that. He can get this song.
He's got 3 toy cars.
Oh, come on! This is it. This was the shit back in the day.
You keep going for the really old stuff. You're reaching before your time.
Okay.
You realize you and my dad are probably around the same generation.
Well, I guess I need to. Okay.
All right, maybe he's older than you, but still, you're both old dudes.
How about this? Just a little better.
Yeah, I could
get closer.
This might make it to a list.
Okay, this is pretty cool. This is like a bunch of people on the album with no shirt.
But like I said, my dad's gone through all the genres. I mean, he's still listening to newer music. Like I said, he's got Coldplay on this list. He's got Rick Astley on the list.
Doobie Brothers.
Well, my dad's got that on CD. He doesn't need to download the Doobies for him.
Oh, okay. He's got the Doobies covered.
He's got the Doobies covered.
If he needs a Doobie, it's there.
He's got the best of the Doobies on CD. Okay. That's pretty much covers all his Doobie needs.
Okay.
Because that is the only Doobies that my dad will be touching.
Yeah, I was going to say the Doobies and the don't bees. Don't be that Doobie guy if you want to keep your job. There you go. Well, the whole thing is we had talked about this during the week a little bit, and I had mentioned that is the one thing about the iPod. It is easy. It is easy to work with. That's one of the nice things about it.
Right,
but it doesn't cover the like Johnny. It's not gonna. It does have Apple lossless, but that's not good enough for Johnny.
That's not good enough for me. But my dad, I loaded up with some 320 kilobit per second MP3s. It's probably going to be good enough for him.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be convenient to use in the car. He could throw the cassette adapter into the 8-track adapter, and then he's all set.
Wow, that doesn't sound complicated at all, does it?
That's what he was doing with the Discman for a long time.
Yep.
What's really disappointed, though, is that my dad has 4 Nickelback songs on this list. So I may have to disown him after I do this downloading.
I don't know if I want to actually admit this, but...
don't. Just don't.
Okay, I'm not. I'm not going to... Forget it. Never mind. New subject.
I can forgive your political views, but liking Nickelback, I have my limits.
Well, actually, it's not quite as bad as it sounds. For whatever reason, the actual... God, I hate to even go here, because Johnny's going to not respect me anymore. When I'm mowing the grass, and I'm not talking about doing anything weird, I'm talking about literally getting on the riding lawnmower.
Oh, you mean mowing. You get the little clippers out and you just kind of neaten up
on Pandora, for whatever reason, the music that plays that's associated with Nickelback makes it easier for me to mow. It doesn't make me too angry where I run over plants, but it's fast enough paced where it keeps me on. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it, but I do.
You just throw on some 80s rock and then
I've tried. The whole thing is that's the bad thing about Pandora. If you pick a song you like and then you let it kind of like pick others, sometimes I don't understand where the hell that come from. Some of those songs, I don't know. It works out good sometimes. Because you get the thing is I'm driving, so I can't really do the thumbs up, thumb down thing. That's not safe.
I guess not.
If you think it's not safe to text and drive in your car, imagine what it's like.
So I figured this would be a great birthday idea.
I do. I agree.
I usually don't know what to get my dad for gifts. So I usually like cheap out or just send a card or I'm not always good at being diligent with the gifts or being and it's not a lack of generousness. It's just that I never know what to get.
Well, for the guy who has everything kind of thing, because that's the whole thing. What does he really? The whole if you're anything like me, and it's like you end up almost buying something that you kind of would like.
Right.
And you go, well, gosh, will he actually use this?
Right. Well, and
I know how that
I
is.
feel that
I know how that is.
I know my dad likes Black Sabbath, and I know the Black Sabbath records were the records that came out when my mom was not in the building, So it's like get my dad some Sabbath CDs. He can play them in the car.
This plays in the car, absolutely. So that's great deal because I think as long as the good thing is he's already used to doing the adapter within the adapter in the player to make it work because trying to make that happen would be almost impossible. But it's nice that they have that. I mean,
because the cassette the adapter to play cassette in an 8-track player does exist, and they suck because they really don't play the cassette at the right speed. But if you put a cassette adapter from your Discman in there, it's basically
just using the electronic signal. Yes,
it's just the electronic signal passing through, and I was surprised at how good it worked. And so that's how my dad is able to listen to CDs in the Trans Am.
Hanging out 4 feet from the,
because the Trans Am's got all original everything. So there's no changing of that radio.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not going to put the vintage thing in there,
but he's going to leave.
He's going to leave it like it is. Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, but that's cool that it works though, and he knows how to use it. So
right, so he could plug the iPod.
And I'm sure what kind of I don't think that's not his daily driver though. What else he has it will work in that just fine too.
Right. Well, I know he has one of those things that is not a cassette adapter. It's the radio tuner adapter. Mm-hmm. So it broadcasts on the FM band. So you find an empty spot on the dial and tune it into there. Yep. So he's got one of those, and the modern cars I think usually have a plug somewhere in there.
They usually have the aux plug or whatever.
So I'll find out but he'll find a way to use it.
That's cool. Now which one did you? That was something else too. Is we were discussing on which one
I was shopping. I was shopping for the iPods, and I'm really disappointed in even the iPods. I mean, the iPods are kind of like the simplest, basic things. I mean, there are.
Well, you would think they would be, but and that's what we talked about is they've kind of turned.
Yeah.
from not being that.
And you think there'd be nicer things out there, and there are nicer things out there, but the nicer things out there are more techy and geeky. And not that my dad doesn't know what he's doing, but he doesn't need something that's more techy or geeky. I mean, the basic simple thing is perfectly fine. The only thing I could find that I liked better, I went with the iPod Classic, because the iPod Classic's the only thing that holds 160 gig.
Well, in the iPod Classic is easy to, it's thumb, little wheel.
And it still has buttons.
It's very easy to maneuver. Yeah.
And a button is great, because if you're driving down the highway and you want to skip the song, you're not going to look at your touch screen, swipe the thing and navigate. No, you just want to skip a button.
Yeah.
Buttons. Here's a great idea, Apple. Buttons.
Buttons, no.
Buttons. Do you ever think of buttons?
I think they're trying to get away from the button completely.
Buttons.
Yes. It's funny how that works. But no, that's true, because we had talked about that, is what's happened, because I think what Jonny had said, he was really shocked that there was not that many, there wasn't that much storage on the
Right.
iPod Classic, which is, still looks like the thing they made 10 years ago.
We should be up to like a 500 gig or terabyte
I think what's happened though, that's what I was saying to him, is they've turned, especially on the Apple thing, that really what has happened is they've turned into an iPhone without the phone. That's what the iPods have turned into.
The market,
for lack of a better term, that's what it is, an iPhone without the phone.
Well, the thing is that the market has really turned into phones. Your phone can do everything.
Well, and
why
also,
would you need
and
another
the cloud,
device?
And the cloud also keeping all the music, somewhere else.
The cloud doesn't
and
help me
streaming.
on an airplane, though.
No, I understand that completely. But I'm just saying that's
someone
that
at
is
Apple's not understanding this.
That's where this world's going, though. That's just kind of the way it is. That's the way.
500 gig iPod
where they're
or
being
terabyte
pushed into.
iPod. That would be the.
What would, just out of curiosity, because I don't even know. I don't know how much we're talking about. A terabyte. How many songs are we talking about in Jonny World? Because I don't know I don't know if it comes with those or, and I'm not talking. Is it because of course MP3, FLAC, all those are different sizes.
A lot.
A lot different. Yeah.
A lot.
Which some people can tell the difference, Jonny.
Yeah.
I can't, but that's me.
Well,
because my ear, even the dogs,
But anyways, so I bought the iPod Classic, 160 gig.
And you're gonna load this bad boy
I'm gonna
up.
load this bad boy up and
charge it completely.
I'm actually going to be visiting my family during my dad's birthday.
And when is that?
I'll
That's
give
coming
it
up
to him
soon.
in
Okay, so I was going to say your
end
trip
of
is
August.
You're coming up soon. That's not too far away.
End of August is my dad's birthday, so I will be there. And I'll be able to actually give it to him for his birthday.
Now this will be the fly-in, though. Yeah, of course it will.
Yeah,
I was confusing the whole Vintage Bee Fun Bus thing. That's a whole different subject from a different thing.
Right. Well, which I don't know how fast that's going to. For all I know, I might end up driving across the country in July, which will make it rather inconvenient to fly back to San Francisco to catch my flight to New Jersey.
For whole something for another, that'll be for like 4 shows right there. That one will be like part. It's like the flight part 2 is what that'll be.
I kind of figure they probably won't start me. They won't. When I meet with the guy in July, he's probably not going to be like, "We need you in Pennsylvania tomorrow."
But you never know because those things do happen.
And if he does,
it probably won't. If it does,
it probably won't.
You'll cross that. You know what they say? You'll cross that bridge when you come to it. I think it's what
chances are it's going to be. We're going to finish these upgrades. We're going to finish these site upgrades, and then September will get you situated. That's what I'm thinking is the likely course of action, or October, or who knows? I don't know how fast it's going to move, or maybe he still needs time to decide. Maybe October roll around. Well, I'm still thinking this over. I'm so busy. It's a busy time for this company, so things could get pushed back.
That's true.
Well,
we'll see what happens. Hopefully,
hopefully.
But the whole thing is that we'll just take this baby step and just hope you have a good trip going home to see everybody, which would be fun. I mean, it'd be
but the one thing I found that I almost like better than the iPod is the Pono player.
Pono, spell that.
Pono. Pono.
See, I would have guessed that one right.
Also known as Neil Young's distraction this year.
See, the reason I ask is there's how many people. I mean, think about Pono is so close to Bad Words.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Now
exactly.
it comes up as ponomusic.com. No, that's
Right.
not it.
And the last
or is it
thing you
Pono
want-
Digital Music? Is this all the same thing?
And the last thing you want is porno that stars Neil Young. I mean, that's the last thing in the world you want.
No. Now, am I on the right site here?
Probably.
It just
Is
says
Neil
Pono.
Young
It's
mentioned?
Pono Music.
That sounds right. Is Neil Young there?
Well, this seems to be a music service, though.
Well, yeah,
no,
they
it
also
isn't. No, okay, it
they
is a
player and music.
It is a very odd-looking
They do both.
triangle-ish.
Yeah, it's triangulish.
Triangulish. That's a. By the way, you
Triangulish.
can use that term. By the way, if you'd like.
Now here's the deal. Now you know that Apple overcharges for everything they sell, right? The Apple iPod Classic is $235. The Pono player,
Hey! You get what you pay for.
that's
There.
a very expensive sound effect.
It is. This is actually I kind of like this. This is
Yeah,
I
that's
think
$400
I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the screen for the.
That's $400
for anybody
right
who
there.
may be watching this right. 400.
400.
Holy crap! That's a very expensive. There we go.
And
It's very cool. Now, what I do like about it is my wife has. By the way, it's expensive too. She has the. Oh gosh, the little Bluetooth. Box. What the hell's that thing called? Jambone. Is that what it's called? Jambone?
That sounds right.
Jambone Jambox or something like it. And it has it has the simplistic buttons like this does, with the plus
Right.
the zero. Yeah, which this looks very simple.
now the idea of this is the portable player for the audiophile. So this plays.
well. They got a hot girl that's
it
listening
plays
to one, so it must be
this. This will play FLAC.
good.
And they're also going to offer FLAC purchases through the Pono Music site.
Okay.
And
Which just sounds funny when you say the Pono Music site.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it does. Now, what I don't see is how much.
But
Oh,
it's-
now is this isn't like some startup thing, is it?
Well, it was a very successful Kickstarter.
Okay, because it says how
Neil
much
Young is
will.
behind it.
The difference between Pono Music and no. So where's the player? I want to hear. Oh, how do you use the Pono player? There we go. Interesting. Now, what kind of storage are we looking at for
Well,
this?
it's got 64 internal, and it comes with a 64 micro SD card. So it starts with 128, and it'll hold up to a 128 micro SD card. So
still
having,
much like you said, though, still.
yeah. So you can
but,
put them.
but if you stop and think about, I guess even when it comes to like the hard drives and computers, I mean, we're still not that far along for the money. I mean, they're still expensive.
Right, but
I mean, so
you think that but so you buy a 128 and you have the 64 in there. You're in the same ballpark as the iPod Classic, but you can carry some SD microcards with you because that's real convenient.
okay,
Nice little tiny things that you can drop and lose anywhere.
that's true. Well, so
Yeah.
that's the next thing. I always,
But it's expandable.
Like how big is a flash drive nowadays? How big do those go?
128 maybe.
Well, I was thinking. I mean, okay, is that all for a flash drive? I was thinking maybe they were, can you get several gig flash drives now? I don't know how that. I don't know.
Well, 128 gig is several gig.
Well, I'm sorry. I meant. God dang it.
How many severals do you need?
There, sorry. Wow, I just went Catholic on you for a second there. No, okay, that's true. But
Wait. You just went Catholic? What, you were trying to touch me or something?
no, see, there, stop. There.
What am I supposed to think that
There, no.
means?
There. I don't know. I'm out of I don't know. Wow, sorry. So where's Sir Mars at? No, but that's
Where's
that's pretty cool.
anyone at? I was
$400
all
$400.
Yeah.
$400. That's a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You
I
think,
just
you
changed
think
the subject
Apple's
here.
markup is bad? Check out
Yeah,
the
this
Pono
is-
player. That
So
thing.
yeah, so all of a sudden all of a sudden, good old is not sounding so bad after all.
I like the Pono as a player. I like the Pono player a little bit better than an iPod. Not
It
much,
would be
but a
nice
little
to
bit.
be able to actually go get one in your hand
Yeah.
to test. It
Although
does,
yeah.
it does look cool. I do
It-
like. I like
it
the,
looks
I like
cool.
the way it sits.
But they're selling it like an audiophile device, which means they're charging twice as much as what it's really worth.
Yeah.
And the thing is that what can it do that an iPod can't do? Well, it can play FLAC, but an iPod can do lossless. It's just it has to be Apple lossless. Is 150 extra bucks worth it for FLAC instead of Apple lossless? No. It takes micro SD cards, so it's expandable in a certain sense. That's kind of cool, but is that really convenient? No. It'd be better if it could just hold 500 gig internally.
If it just had that, you're right.
If it had 500 gig in there at least, or a terabyte for your expensive option.
Like I said, there's probably people that know more about this, obviously, than us, but I don't know if, like, when it comes to, like, driving the headphones. Now, that's something else, too. I listen, through what you see me wearing now, which are my Apple EarPods. Now, I'm thinking if you throw... Now, those expensive earphones like the Beats or whatever, are those powered? Does anybody know? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't buy them.
I don't believe so. But I do know that in the world of audiophiles, in the audiophile world, there is often talk about a nice headphone amp. People will buy.
Because like I have these are my travel headphones, and I don't know if this is a known brand or not.
I don't know either.
It was something my brother-in-law bought for
but
me.
People who are serious about their headphones will buy a special amp for their headphones. A headphone amp that has a line input, and you plug your headphone into that to really drive better sound.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because that's the whole thing. Is like these are noise canceling, but I don't think they actually amplify anything.
No, the noise canceling is just,
Yeah, I don't think they actually amplify. But that's the whole thing.
If you're in an environment where you need to use noise canceling, then you're probably not going to notice the difference between a standard headphone jack and a special headphone amp.
Well, that's the whole thing, though. The power it takes to run what I'm wearing, as opposed to what you have. If you got nice headphones, it's going to take some more oomph to make that happen. So that's what I'm curious. If
I'm not one of those headphone amp nuts,
different people. Well, the whole thing is once you throw that, you're throwing more crap into the mix. As part of it too.
But usually when you're buying a dedicated headphone amp, it's high quality. Because
I hadn't even heard of the portable. I
think Oppo's got a headphone amp that they've got in the works that is supposed to be coming out soon. That there's some buzz about, but I really don't care about a headphone amp. The headphone jack does it for me.
For our intensive purposes, it's just not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Right. When I sit down to my serious listening, it's not on headphones.
Well, that's because you're Captain Quad and you have to be out in the open anyway.
Well, yeah, there's that.
There we go.
But anyway,
now I'm still thinking. I never thought about this. That could be your new Kickstarter thing. The hat with the 4 speakers on it. Thought?
No.
No?
It would sell one.
Well, it'd be cool. At least you would have it. I just want to see you walking around in public.
I've played around with quad headphones.
Well, but the whole thing is that you're still talking headphones as an over the ear. I'm talking about proximity sensors or speakers that actually hang out far enough to actually jack with your peripheral vision. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, what's the point of that? That defeats the purpose of having headphones.
Well, it still has 4 speakers and you can walk around portable with it. That's all I'm saying. Now, you're going to look ridiculous, much like the dude on Starsky and Hutch, the remake, with the big bulbous headphones and the antennas. I'm guessing it will look ridiculous. And probably, and the good thing, too, is people standing around you going like, what? I can't hear you, or something like that. But
anyways, you know what? We don't want to miss out on your thing. So what's your project week?
Oh, my project week. Did we get to that now?
Or we go to break.
Well, no.
Check the VCR, and then actually, we get to that.
I tell you what, I think I will take you up on that. Let me bring up. I'm going to bring up a Kevin song.
All right.
Let me do that, and I think I've got a Kevin song in here somewhere. Because actually, I've got to go and lighten myself.
All right.
Thank you for.
You were taking too long.
I was taking too long. I'll pick a random song.
All right.
So
you only got like 50 copies of it. How long could it take you to find one?
That's true. Well, I don't want to play one I've already played before. So
I see.
So we're gonna play a Kevin song. I'm gonna get flagged for it.
Of course.
I'll be back in about however many minutes this takes. All right.
I'm a pretty 15 monster.
Some time to sit and think, but I ain't come to no conclusion yet. So maybe I'll sit here and drink, 'cause sometimes I should remember to forget that no matter how
Yo, what up? This is GF, chilling in the studio. If I'm not producing, eating fried chicken, or running out your back door, I'm listening to No Holds Barred Radio. And you should be too.
Biatch. And now, the most influential internet broadcasters of our time, Dune and...
Oh, wait. Bob's not on anymore, is he? Okay.
And now, two of the oldest broadcasters on the network, Dune and... What? John isn't showing up again? Okay. Here's Dune and whoever he shamed into coming this week. Or just Dune. Whichever it happens to be. Welcome back to the Dune and Bob Show.
Wow, was that close? Of course it was.
Bass.
That's the way we like to do it.
That's how
Tickle
we roll.
the bass. We tickle it. Then we do the headbang thing. Oh, yeah. Hour number 2. Actually, we're like way into it. We're like hour number...
Oh, yeah. 2.5.
2.5, something like that. Kevin Reeves, by the way, kevinreeves.net, if you'd like to check that out, one of his new songs. Cool stuff, dude. No bass. There's probably bass in there somewhere.
I realize we haven't gotten the dog update this week.
Oh, we haven't. No, that's true. I don't know.
This has me worried because I hope this doesn't mean that this week's dog update was something to the effect of. Because I mean, that dog liked to stop right in the middle of.
That's very true. Well, he has been posting, talking about Damon Fabibrio. has been posting, and so he's probably right. We'll hope he's okay. If not, we will toast to Damon with my Diet Mountain Dew, which I'm still not getting paid for, by the way.
Yeah.
But we'll try. I almost wanted to talk to Damon. Damon was mentioned a few times on the show that remained nameless. But
let's see. Damon actually did write it on his Facebook today. That he's had 2 people call him today and wish him a happy Father's Day.
That's funny.
Because he is Killian's dad.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe it was one of those things where, sometime down the road you get the knock on the door. I don't know whose door sounds like that, but you're my daddy.
And let's see. And then he starts bitching about how his apartment's too small and it's not. Now, before it was, I need a smaller apartment. Now this is too small. Yeah.
Well, I think he needed a smaller apartment before because he wanted to get rid of the other person that was in the apartment.
Right. He couldn't afford it by himself, so he had to downsize to affordable, but affordable meant that it was too small. So I don't know how he's going to figure that out.
We're not sure how that's going to turn out. So we'll have to wait and see.
Wait. You mean you don't want to? You don't want an apartment that requires you to step outside when you open up the oven?
No. See, I've been fortunate. Well, the smallest. I mean, we lived in a small space, which was a trailer for the. Oh God. That's almost like one of those things. You have to work at Walmart once in your life. You almost have to live in a trailer once in your life, something like that. So we've done our time, basically, Johnny and myself.
I don't think a trailer kind of compares to the tiny Damon apartment.
Well, that's true. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to really kind of compare the two, but I don't know. Maybe he'll get a better place.
I had no problem with the trailer I lived in. It was a nice small house that was very rectangular.
Well, the whole
thing
is
you bedroom.
You didn't have to live in a place. You didn't have to live with the constant fear of tornado picking your trailer up and relocating it. I guess.
Yeah, location.
So it makes
location.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Because we were hanging out in your trailer.
No, it was cold times 12. Where you were live, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, because every time the wind would pick up, there'd be a rumbling sound coming from.
Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't have that.
Basically.
Yeah.
It sounded a whole lot like that, for lack of a better term.
And you were all like, well, you know how that is living in a trailer. And I kind of smiled and nodded and thought to myself, no. Never heard this sound before.
No headwind like that. Yeah, you're lucky.
No, but
you had
in the winter,
you had the occasional squirrel running across the top, I'm sure.
Well, I had the layer of snow and ice that had built up that resulted in water dripping in the closet one morning.
Yes, that's always a good thing.
But Gothard got up there and started pushing the snow off, and that cleared that right up.
It was nice of him to do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mentioned I think we need to have our roof looked at. He took an afternoon to clear it, And I was like, oh, thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's something about water leaking in your closet.
And it was fine from there. It wasn't actually a bad roof. It's just that the ice and the snow had accumulated so much on there that somehow some of it was working its way in a way that it would not normally do.
Gotcha. 12 feet of snow or whatever. Anyway, back to the whole... Yeah.
So you got a Speaking of working on roofs...
The week.
Which is like a project.
Working on roofs. No roof work this week. No, this is one of my, I have to get rid of vacations, so I'm getting rid of a week's vacation this week.
Yeah. There's a lot of going around my company, but
I have to think about projects. Because I don't know what I'm going to... I always end up doing something. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to spend the first 3 days planning the project, which really means the first 3 days trying to figure out what project I'm going to do and then trying to slam everything in the last second. Because that's what usually ends up happening. So I'm not sure. We'll have to figure. I have a few things I can do. I have thought about adding to the deck.
All right. Now, would that require a scaffolding?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
Possibly.
All right. Well, that's got possibilities.
Adding to the deck. That's one thing. Now I do have new tools now. Remember, my wife for my birthday was nice enough to buy me, a chop saw and a table saw. So
chop saw would come in very handy with the deck. So. Scaffolding and
chop saw, yes. So that's one project.
Okay.
That's one thing I could do. I did think about trimming trees, which I don't know about. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. That sounds boring. That sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah, that does.
The problem
payoff.
The problem with trimming trees is when you're done, then you have to get rid of the crap you trimmed.
Right, that's a
double
job.
And you can't just haul it out to the curb. It doesn't work
and what
way.
do you do to really enjoy the fruits of your labor after work? Sit out on your tiny...
Look at my teeny tiny deck, yes.
And go, look at that tree.
Look at that
It's
tree.
got less branches.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds.
So that one's off the list.
That will be if there's time left over and there's nothing else to do. We'll put that in that category.
Okay.
So we have that now. Third part, new doggy steps possibly.
Okay.
Behind me, you see there's. Can you there? There we go. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 steps leading up to the bed.
And you need a new
Well,
set
no.
of those?
Well, what I thought about doing is I actually saw online. I guess I could bring the picture up. I saw online there's a they have a cool set. Let me see if I.
What are you going to make a spiral set of stairs to go up to the bed
No,
now?
not. You have all these things you think about.
Well, the thing is, these are very low steps. I don't see how the scaffolding could come into play in this project.
Well, here.
And you have a scaffolding, so you may as well use it.
Yes, I do. You're right. I do. Well,
I'm trying to help you out.
I see what you're saying. If it doesn't include the scaffolding, why bother? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying, because you've committed yourself to a life of projects with a scaffold.
Yeah. It's not bringing up the picture.
Now, you can make some really tall dog steps up to the roof.
Now, I don't know. Hopefully this won't show any
because that's where you want the dogs roaming around.
Are you seeing the picture at all?
I do see a picture.
Yeah,
it looks like kind of a dog house with a ramp.
A dog house with a ramp, yeah, that's it.
And that goes up to the bed. So you want to make a dog ramp instead of dog stairs.
Yes. And it has storage underneath, which is kind of cool.
Well, you could store one of the dogs there when they've been misbehaving.
I never thought about that.
The missus might not like that.
She may not like that, though. No, here we go.
She might be shoving you in there and saying, "How do you like that?"
Now you can see it better there without seeing all the names. Now you can't see all the names of my immediate relatives that I've just splashed on the screen.
Oh, is that what was there? I didn't realize that. I would have pointed that out if I had known that.
Thank you, Johnny, for not pointing that out for people. Yeah, but so there you go. That would be what we're talking about here. You got you can. So I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look like much of a. I mean that's a good project.
So would you
requires some carpentry skills and some paint and some carpet.
Would you turn all of those? What are those called? Those.
Now I don't know about this whole the bedspread on this bed's kind of scary looking, but
yeah. But all the columns, would you turn all those?
No.
You buy them already
That's
made?
the beauty of the big box store is those bad boys are just there.
You buy one of these to put together.
Well, no. The little spindle thingies. You can buy those pieces.
I see.
Don't know if I would go that. No, I don't know. Hard to say. If I take it quite that quite that far in the situation, I don't know. We'll see. But that's 3. So we got we got add to the deck, trim the trees, make the dog steps.
Now, how does the dog steps benefit you, though?
They don't. They make the wife happy.
See, the deck benefits you.
I'm sorry, but had a sneeze getting ready to happen there, and
I hate when that happens.
I was denied my sneeze. But you're right. The deck does. Here's the whole thing with the deck. The deck right now is like a 14 by 14 deck. And my plan is to actually add to it where it sort of comes out trapezoid-like.
Right.
So there's a place that actually goes beyond the covering, so I can put my barbecue grill up there. So it's actually, you know, this is a practical thing.
Right.
This isn't just more real estate for the deck. This is, you know, a place for the barbecue to sit. Because right now, to get to the barbecue, we have to walk down the stairs to get to it, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So now I haven't actually. My whole thing is from what I can tell on the short side of this, I don't see any fire hazards. That was something that was very important because, you know, deck, wood,
right,
you know, barbecue, fire. I don't, you know.
Right, you don't want to.
And this is a propane. This is propane, so there's not going to be like, you know, I'm not going to be having charcoal and the can of, you know, there shouldn't be any of that involved.
No.
So that makes it a little bit safer. so yeah, that's the ones. That's what I've got. I don't know what else there is. That was the big 3. Or actually, there is a fourth possibility, which is nothing. Just, you know, catch up on my TV.
Now, are you required to use all your vacation time before the end of the year?
Yes.
Because now the company I worked for never had that rule, which resulted in people accumulating a shit ton.
I don't have to. I can not use it, but then it's gone.
So you don't? Do you get paid out for the time you don't use?
No.
You see, and that's something that varies from state to state.
No, that was something during the buyout of the company that we had that was changed.
Yeah,
we used to be able to do like you're talking about. We used to be able to carry over.
Yeah,
or
and
sell.
we used to be able to do that as well. But the new company declared, and of course they don't do this at the beginning of the year. They do this halfway through the year. they declare you got to use it all, or now here's the thing: is that they said they'll pay it out. But they say that varies by location because they're very much about regions and regional managers making certain calls. Now, in the state of California, they can't take away your vacation time. They if they either
is that a law there? Basically?
A law here. You know, welcome to California. We like our people. You know,
now what do you mean by if you don't use it, they have to pay you for it, kind of thing?
Yeah. Either they have to let you carry it over, or they have to pay you.
And I think, I don't see a big problem with it because, like myself,
I like that. I'd like our whole country to have that policy.
The former company, you didn't have you could accumulate it.
And that's great.
And sell it, and that for me that was a bonus because I actually bought a car that way.
Oh,
nice. There was about 7 years, well, 7 years where I only took 1 week a year. That's all I took because I was traveling constantly. I was always on the road.
Well,
I never had time.
Well, these days companies don't like accumulating vacation time on the books because they consider that an expense.
That's the whole thing. Is what happened is I got to the point where I sold it all.
Right.
And bought a very nice car. I mean, but I guess it kind of makes you. I mean, I guess you're still the money. Well, wait a minute. I guess in that case, it actually kind of is. It does kind of cost them a little bit.
Well, but it doesn't cost them more unless they're allowed to, you know, take it from you. But it's still kind of it adds up, but it adds up on the books. And
it's the whole selling thing. I mean, it depends on which way you look at it. In my mind, you know, you're getting me, so I'm working there. But I guess by selling it, you know, it would cost them more.
But either way, they would either give you that time or pay you it one way or another. I mean,
the only difference is one way they're getting, you know, one way I'm working for them and one way I'm not. I don't know.
But if
I agree. I agree. Like you said, I agree.
Yeah.
You should be able to. Now the whole thing, if they don't want you to carry it over, the whole premise is the way it is sold,
right?
As the way they give it to you is we want our employees to have their time off, so they can decompress. And I do agree with that. I think that's part of it. I also think part of it too is what they don't want to do is have to keep this on the books and then have to account for it and all that. And I understand that too.
And that's what's happened with our company is there are people that have months of time.
Well, and that's the way I was. I had accumulated that much too. Now, but I do agree, like you said, I don't see why it shouldn't be a policy that if you don't use it, you should be paid for it. I think that should be. I think that should be the case.
But apparently the manager at some of our northwestern locations has told all his employees, whatever you don't use, you're losing. I will not pay it.
Well, and that's the whole thing is, I guess, and that's kind of the way it is with us. So we, ours is we will take it. Now, the hourly people get to.
Which that is very, very shitty because. I mean, they didn't give us much of a heads up. Halfway into the year, they tell us this. People have accumulated so much, and we're in a busy time right now, transitioning between different companies. So basically, it's you have to get all your work done, and you have to take all your vacation, or you're going to lose hours and hours of time.
Well, now, in your case, you're not though. You would still get paid for it.
Me, I'm fine, but I feel for my people up in the north, western area.
You would hope if this is something that's happening, new, that they do a one-time. I don't know. You always hope that.
No, the guy up there told them you don't use by the end of the year, you're losing it. He's
he's very cutthroat like that. Captain Asshat, is what you're saying.
Oh, I've always known that about this guy.
Okay, well, that's too bad because I mean, that's
he transferred there from one of the Texas locations.
What are you getting at, Johnny?
There seems to be this
attitude. Where are you going with this, Johnny? What
Think of that when you want to.
What is? What are you trying to say, Johnny?
I'm just saying that's where he came from.
Wow, I am so glad you sent me this to store for you. I am so glad. Because if I didn't have this...
Wait, what are you mad about? You live in Kansas.
Oh, I know, but proximity. You know how it is. But it's too bad. I think that would be... It's being sold in the wrong way. That is ass hattery. That would come off bad. I don't think that would be any benefit to the company whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, he's concerned about his numbers, I'm thinking. He wants to make sure he looks good, I
understand, but take the hit once and make people happy.
Well, as it is, they're going to take a huge hit this year because we're coming through upgrading all these locations, buying all kinds of new computers, and that's going to be on their books for the year.
How new?
PCs.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, plus they got to pay for all the traveling and the hotel, all the expenses for these upgrades. Each location, that's going to be on their books, and they don't even know the totals yet. So,
and actually, I think if I heard right, you were actually going to be in the Dallas area, correct?
Right, but that's not where this guy. This was like I said, he transferred to the northwest.
No, I know,
area.
But you're going to be in Dallas, which is.
I'm going to be in Dallas. I got to fly out there next Sunday. Oh, what time's my flight? I might not be able to make the show. I'll have to let you know during the week.
You have to let me know.
I'll have to let you know if I can make
It's too bad, years past when I used to travel all the time. I could probably have made that happen. or I would just end up in Dallas that week. It'd be kind of fun. We could do the road show. Of course, I'm sure you've been kind of busy anyway, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. I probably will be busy.
If nothing else, there is a place you have to look up, which is it's called Fogo de Chão. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, not to be confused with Brazilian wax.
Okay.
Fogo de Chão. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, and it is stupidly expensive, but oh my God, is it meat city? Was that you or me?
That was me, because I'm trying to find out what time my flight is, and which is in my work email, which I have Outlook on my computer configured for my work email. So I open up Outlook, and it's reminding me that I am due to order toner.
Oh, I was going to say order 10-inch sleeves or something like that.
Toner.
So if you can find it, yeah, Fogo de Chão. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. But it's Brazilian steakhouse, and it is basically. You just have to kind of think that they what they have is, you have it's a typical huge plate. It's got your salad bar and all that fun stuff. But you have your table, and next to you on your table you have this little card. It's like a coaster, and on one side of the coaster it's green, and the other side of the coaster is red. And basically, when the green side is up, these several guys they're just constantly moving around the building with huge skewers of different kinds of meat. Be it anything, pork, everything you can imagine. From meat you'd look at and go, oh, get that out of here, to oh, give me some more. And so as long as you have the green coaster side up, they keep coming to your table and coming to your table and coming to your table. When you want them to go away, God, if it only worked that way with telemarketers, wouldn't it be awesome?
That would be nice.
Yeah, but you flip it over to the red side and they leave you alone. So that's what this is, and it is outstanding. Especially for a person like you and I that are on the carb. No carb diet.
We could just keep eating meat.
Yes, you can just basically go there until they tell you have to leave now, sir. But it's crazy. Right. I'm thinking it's around, it's $30 or something like that. I'm guessing.
Okay, well, I'm going to be with the group, and Monday night's probably going to be someone's going to pick up some stuff to bring, because usually the first night we're there till like midnight. But if everything goes smoothly, and that's a big if, we would actually get out of there in time to go have a group dinner on Tuesday. But my flight is on Sunday at 5:11 p.m., so I'm probably going to miss the show.
Okay, it did. Here it is. I found it. It's FOGO space DE space CHAO.
All right.
That's it.
I will have to bring that up as a option.
You'll have to for all you people. Now, of course,
if
there's a vegan in the bunch, what I didn't do is I didn't put that in and put Dallas. I should have put Dallas in there. So, so I can
apparently there's one in San Jose.
They're all over. There's several of them. Yeah, did you find it?
I found it.
Yeah, so there you go. Celebrate Father's Day. But yeah, if you click on the little pictures, though, like I said, the killer part is the salad bar is like to die for. I mean, it's just between that and they have like a whole place, for your pies and all that stuff, same kind of thing. But actually, they're not showing pictures of the dudes running around with the meat, which sounds creepy, by the way. Yeah, here you go. Lunch $32.50, dinner $49.50. So
salad bar only $24.50.
That's a hell of a salad bar. $25 salad bar. But it is a hell of a salad bar. It really is. So anyway. Oh, here we go. They got a little thing we can watch here. Let's see if I can
Oh, I will have to bring that up.
Variety is what we strive for here.
It's just a fun experience the whole time.
Here we go. I think that's playing.
Yeah, it's a black square though.
No, it's not moving?
Nope, just all black.
The salad bar is wonderful. It's a mixture
Isn't that
of
nice?
salads and fresh vegetables.
We get the idea though.
Thank you very much. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, hey, you know what, Dune? I know how you love the dollar bin specials, so I figure I ought to queue up and share a recent purchase with you, just for the hell of it.
I've now lost my camera.
Oh.
No, there it goes. There, I'm back.
Well,
I was. Hello.
Yeah, still black. It's an HD, but it's all black. All black HD.
Oh no! What did I do? No, I don't want Q. I don't want Q&A.
So while you fix that, check out what I picked up recently.
Ah, son of a.
Picked up some cool 45s.
See there, I can see my. No, I'm locked.
We are here at the White House for a special report on the energy crisis.
Oh,
Mr. President, have you any statement?
Oh, we lost Dune. Waiting for people to join this call. Well, we've lost Dune. Which means it's only the YouTube viewers that are, watching. Am I even still streaming? I don't know. Am I even prominently displayed? I don't know. Or are you all just staring at a black screen? I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. But I am trying to figure out a way I could.
Let's see if this. Oh no, I think I hear him.
Oh, hey, I see you again.
There you. Okay, it's back. Sorry.
It's back.
I don't know what the hell I did. But
I don't know what you did either. You left the room, is what you did.
I gotta change it back to studio again. I screwed something. I screwed the pooch good.
Oh wow! Now you actually sound good. So yeah, I found a cool little dollar bin special for you since you love them, and I didn't get to play anything last night since no one was around.
Damn.
Not even Brian Blues tweets that he's around.
I should have went ahead. You know, I should have just stepped up to the pump. I mean, I wasn't doing anything anyway.
I had other stuff to do. But here's something, a recent purchase that you might have heard last night if I was around. A cool little 45 here. That.
We are here at the White House for a special report on the energy crisis. Mr. President, have you any statement? Leave me alone, just leave me alone. Mr. President, what really caused the energy crisis? Smoking in the boardroom. During the crisis,
you know, funny thing on this, I think Damon's made one of these before.
Yeah, probably.
I think he has. I think he has made these. These were very popular when I was younger.
Yeah.
Shortage will affect most.
Yep.
Mr. President, the crisis must be solved. What do you intend to do? With me now.
This holds true today.
Yeah.
Office. Sir, you hold an important position. What are your qualifications? I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight.
This is scary but
Mr.
true.
President, have you anything to add? Here with me is the new Vice President, Chevy Ford. Sir, how would you sum up the gas shortage?
I was going to say this was one of those things. These about once a month. These new ones came out.
Yeah.
King Faisal, what are your thoughts when you look out at all those oil wells?
You're beautiful and you're mine.
I have Gold to my ear of
Funny but
Israel
true.
on the other phone. What should I tell her?
Won't you tell her that I love her?
Oh.
Now who actually
Mr.
made
President,
this?
have you any
Dickie
added
Goodman.
comment? Mr. President, the American people are waiting. Have you a
He must have got lazy on that one because he used that one twice.
Oh, 3 times.
We'd like to continue this record on the energy crisis.
But we have just run out of energy.
Oh.
Dickie who now was that again?
Dickie Goodman.
Okay, now I was going to say, is there several of these that you have, or is this the only one, or?
Well, I bought a bunch of 45s, but I also have a few best of albums of him.
That's interesting to think.
He's done a lot of stuff.
I don't ever remember going to shop and finding these anywhere, but because it was just kind of something they played on the radio. It was, the drive time kind of thing.
Oh no, they had a bunch of. Let's see, I picked up a few of the 45s, but the best of records have a lot of them too. Because he did the Flying Saucer. There was the Flying Saucer, the Touchables. And, oh, there's a dink. You've added an effect. Let's see. The Touchables in Brooklyn. And this one was Energy Crisis 74.
Okay. No, what I was looking for there, I was trying to find the enhanced button there. Fine. But no, that's interesting. I'll have to see if I can find, because there was all kinds. There was one, they played the song The Streak. It was kind of interesting on there. I better get to the important stuff here before we get to go too late here.
Yeah. It's about that time.
It's about that time. Wow. This is what happens when the ship breaks because of my I'll give you that one. I don't know what I did that pissed it off, but it sure did. But that's okay. So basically next week we don't know, you may or may not be around.
No, I got to catch a flight at 5, so
okay, so
I will
be
be
gone.
Yeah. sorry.
Well,
But maybe
I'll
if Damon's
see.
around.
Either I won't be here, or I'll have a sub, or I won't be here. I don't know. We'll figure.
Or you'll
something.
be out
I'll
on the
figure-
deck on your scaffold.
I'm hoping by then. If I don't, I better have it done by then. I don't want to be putting this thing into clear into Sunday next week.
No, don't.
This shouldn't be a long project. Usually, what I do, if I can figure out how long I think it'll take, if I double it, that's usually about it. I'm thinking this will take 2 days, so it'll probably take 4.
All right, that's not too
So
bad.
if I get off my hairy butt, and well, not if I get off, if I get to work, and I can start making this happen on Monday, which is tomorrow.
Get
by the
to
way.
it.
Yeah, get to it. I can make this happen. So because you got to, think I got to plan this out. I got to do the math. I got to go pick up the stuff with my, I got to put the scaffold together. All this fun stuff. It's all kinds of things I have to worry. I got to, it's a long. It gives me something to talk about in 2 weeks when you're back, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see.
Or if Damon's around next week. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll try to figure something out. But we never did get a chance to talk about the other things that happened this week, so we won't talk about them.
What were those?
Well, other things that were on the air.
Oh, did Tioli have a show this week?
Yeah, Tioli had a show. It actually did. It was kind of fun. I got to listen to Bob. Bob was actually trying to enlist an intervention between Jason and Andrew. So it was kind of interesting.
An intervention.
An intervention. I think Bob thinks that Andrew's drinking a little too much.
Ooh.
So he thought for whatever reason Jason would be the. I keep saying Jason. Video Vamp. Who is a ex. I don't want to use the word alcoholic. He
former heavy drinker.
He was a former heavy drinker, yes. So
a fan of the blue bottle.
Yes, he was a fan of. He was a fan of mini bottles. I don't think there was any color in particular. He drank
a lot of the blue bottle.
Did he? Okay, I didn't know that. So I didn't quite have. He was not that much of a friend. But I guess now. Are you saying you might have shared a bottle or two? Back in the day.
I never lived close enough to share a bottle with him, but I knew that he
virtual bottle.
The virtual.
Well,
he was always drinking. Whenever he was doing the chug, it was always Tecate, which I've not tried, but it looks like a pretty cheap beer to me. And Sky Vodka was often a beverage.
I'm sure his was the unflavored version, though.
Yeah.
So his was like the true blue.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term, the true blue.
But
so that was part of what you missed. The other part of it.
Any good results there, or no?
No calls. I think they tried, but I don't know. It was. We'll see what happens. Hopefully things work out for them. But you will be around Wednesday, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Well, you got 29 seconds to tell us about it.
All right. Well, you want to make sure you tune in this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Suburban Homeboys right here on www.nhbradio.com, and check that website out for everything else that's going on. And we're going to have lots of fun. Hopefully people will be around.
That's right. People will be around. I will be around, if nothing else. Take care, people.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful. Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland.
Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not. We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Boys, shoot the radio.